Hi everybody, how are you guys doing? I just wanted to go over to do an update from our previous snippet video, and just to show you some decorations and some embellishments that we have added since then. So in the previous video we had this snippet roll that I had made, and it is just pieces of fabric that I had just cut out and hand stitched, baste stitched, and we didn't do anything with this one, but with the other one I'm going to show you how we got started on decorating it. So this is just a plain ribbon roll, and these are the base stitches on the back. So again, we took a base fabric, which is actually just a roll of ribbon again, and we just added some little pieces of fabrics, laces and tools and shears and some other thicker laces here. So that is our unfinished one that we had showed you excuse me, in our last video. And for this video we have one that actually two from the same roll. Actually, it was a different ribbon roll, and this was base stitched. So we took a roll of ribbon and we base stitched our laces, and then we added some embellishment. So that's what I want to show you guys today. That's why in our last video we said that creating your base snippet rolls ahead of time, doing these unfinished ones, you know, you sit on the couch, grab a bag of fabrics, an old ribbon roll that you would, you know, we all have ones laying around that, you know, can't really get rid of. So these are wired ribbon rolls with our basted fabrics. So step two is we've added lots of goodies to our snippet rolls. Lots and lots of goodies. So this is the next step after basting your ribbon roll. So I recommend doing a bunch of your basting ribbon rolls. Just take a whole bunch of them. These are other ones that are unfinished. Making a whole bunch of these ahead of time. This way, when you're ready, you could just take out everything that you need, because there's processes to making these. So the first step is the basting and your base layer, your laces and your fabrics and linens and whatever you're using for your base. So the next step is we've added some paper embellishments. So we've added a few paper embellishments here. This is a little dress form, some words. This is a little paper lady and some more, little purse, some other little paper embellishments. And then we took our paper embellishments and we had machine sewn our paper embellishments. In this snippet roll, we've added a little tuck spot, a little pocket. So that's kind of neat, because you just have to cut out your little snippet area and it's all ready to go as a little pocket in your journal. So again, the second step after that is if you are adding paper, these are machine stitch. Like I said, you can always hand sew, slow stitch your pieces. You can always glue your pieces. You can use a regular glue stick. You can also use some fabric fusion, which is a sewing glue This works really, really excellent when you are adhering any type of fabric to fabric. So again, this is Fabric Fusion. You can get it at any craft store. I just happened to purchase this at Joann's, but it's quick, dries, clear, excellent. So, right, so step number 2, again, we added our paper pieces. Excuse me, we sewn all around our paper pieces. So that's this one. This was half of the roll of that ribbon roll. So we cut the ribbon roll into 2 pieces. So each one is 36 inches by 3 inches. So these are wide, height-wise, but they're awesome. So for this one, we've added some more little paper pieces. We added our lady. And we added some little vintage ads with our ladies. Some more Victorian ladies, some words. And here we made a little pocket too. A little tuck spot here. So again, when you're adding it to your, when you're cutting it, you can just cut it and it's ready to go right in your journal. Pretty sneaky, huh? So we added a little camera here. Little camera, some more words. Another little ladies ad, a little corset, and just another little vintage stamp. These are stamped pieces of paper. So now that we've added that, this one is already completed as well. This one is actually for sale. And these are mostly slow stitched. And I don't think we have any paper on this one here. Yeah, but this one is still for sale. But this is actually our 3rd step. So our 3rd step is adding your little flowers, any beads that you are adding. That would be last, because you can't, if you're machine stitching, you cannot sew over this stuff. So any of your jewelry or any beads or anything that you're adding, that is your 3rd step. So we added this flower. Anything that you can't sew is part of your 3rd step. So we added some little rhinestones here. And for this one, because that one's not really completely done, but I just wanted to show you. So this one here, we've added some rhinestones, some pearls, a yo-yo flower, some more rhinestones, a vintage style button. We added a, I don't even know what to call that, but it's on a roll of trim. And this was purchased at Joann's as well. So it's a long roll of just, you know, rhinestone and pearl embellishments. So these come in a roll. All right, so we've added that. We've added some little flowers and some more pearls, some little flowers, some more little rhinestones, little buttons here, some more little flowers with the little pearl in the center. So these 2 here were part of one roll that we cut in half. So again, this is going to be your 2nd and your 3rd step. So your 1st step, like we said, is creating your base roll. Your 2nd step, if you were adding paper images or even any of, we have these fabric images. These were just printed on white fabric, and we just printed them on there. That turned out really great. So these are, we just were able to sew around. And then again, the 3rd step is any bling that you are adding to your snippet roll. So here we've added some vintage jewelry. We just pinned them on there, and this was a little rose. And that's it. So that is, again, your 3rd step. So for our next video, oh, let me show you these guys too. So for these snippet rolls, this was one long roll. So this was our base fabric, which we just used basic cotton fabric. So for these guys, these are all, the additions that we've added to this are mostly paper. So we didn't really add too much bling. So this was actually only 2 steps. So we did our base and we sewed around our paper and any stickers or embellishments. We added some pearls here in the button, but most of these are just paper. So this was a lot easier because we didn't have the 3rd step of adding our bling. Same with our birds. So we have our base cotton fabric. We removed all of our base stitches. So all you see are the standard machine stitching. Again, you can hand stitch, you can glue. So we just machine stitched everything. So this is just 2 steps right here. This one too. And again, if you saw our previous snippet video, we showed you these. These were separated on purpose. There is a space in between. So to help you know where to cut. Again, these have little pocket tucks also in them. More tucks, more little pockets in here, in here. So these are bling-less. They're just paper accents to your snippet roll. All right, so in our next video, we are going to be adding lots of bling. So we have some vintage jewelry here that we're going to be adding for our next part 2. And I have pre-selected some already for our next video. So these are just some vintage earrings that we are going to be adding. So for our part 2, we are going to be embellishing and doing the 3rd step to our, well, we did add some, but we're going to be adding some more stuff to our snippet rolls. So these are just some stuff that we are going to just pick from. So we have lots of work to do. Again, that would be our 3rd step that we are going to be doing. So stay tuned for our next video coming real soon. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that inspires you to start making your snippet rolls because they just look so awesome when you are done. But don't get frustrated when you are making them because, like I said, making the initial snippet roll, making these ahead of time, because if you're making one snippet roll at a time, you may start to feel that you are not getting anywhere. You're not making enough or you're not being productive and give up. So don't do one at a time. Do a large roll and then cut them. If you are going to sell them, then you could, decide how long you want it to be, how wide you want them to be. So again, these are 3 inches high. These are about 2 inches high, but they have the fabric that is sticking over. We didn't trim it evenly. So in some spots, they could be about 3 inches, but when you're cutting them yourself, you could decide, how big. You can even trim the edges, any fabric that's left over, that's hanging over the main side here, because these are 2 inches. But like I said, some of the fabrics hang over, but it would be for you to decide when you're using them. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, our next video, we are going to be adding vintage jewelry that we have collected over the years. So thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And I will be talking to you guys soon. Thank you.